Welcome to Auntie Chats and Tarot. Welcome in. Here we go. We're going to be talking to Libras. Our balanced Libras. Here we go. Thank you to all who have supported this channel. I really appreciate it. Remember, not everything's going to resonate. So take what does and leave the rest. Slide in here a little bit more with you. Okay, here we go. It's a little bit tricky right now for you to see something. What do we have here for our Libras? What are you missing? What are you not seeing? Something sticky, gummy. Page of Swords is out here. Yeah, I feel like already some of the advice is get into this dirt, see what it's all about. Like, do some digging here. Something's leaving a stain. Maybe on a reputation or a hangman. Give this some thought. Yeah. I feel like something has exploded here. And now it's like, retrace the steps. How are you involved? How are other people involved? What's the dirt here? Dig, dig. A little bit of hermit energy too, I feel, although we haven't seen that card, of, you know, gain some enlightenment here. Take the time you need to gain some enlightenment on this situation. Three of Wands is out here, the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress. Stay grounded with this. Research project, I feel. The Devil, the Ten of Pentacles. There's a lot of abundance coming your way, or a lot of abundance that you're experiencing. But there's something that's kind of stained about this, something that's a little bit toxic. And I'm also getting some weird image here about, it's like someone near you is maybe the stain or causing the stain, but they are somehow breathing off of you. I see like a straw to the surface, or maybe they're sneaking around, and that's how they're breathing, is through this straw, but very, very sheepish energy. Okay, now we've got the Eight of Swords. Yeah, and again, something about you having a hard time seeing this. Do your research. It's intended to hold you back. It's someone sleuthing around you that's about ready to blow something up, or they've blown something up, but it's intended to get to the bottom of this. Find out what this is all about. Do your research. Great abundance out here for you. Maybe that's what's attracting them, is the abundance. Ten of Wands is out here. Yeah, they're intending to create some burdens here for you, and more than one. Who's this person's spirit? Use your good intellect with this. I feel like it won't be hard for you to gain justice here, is out here now. It will also not be hard for you to outmaneuver this person. They're sloppy. They're easy to read. But your focus is elsewhere. That's why you're not seeing it as a whole. Knight of Swords. Intending to slow you down. Intending to bring burdens, and intending for you to not get some sort of abundance here. Ask some questions. Ask around. Know your topic and know your subject. Hearing a lot of these phrases. What else we have here? Libra, what's going on with you? Okay, we've now got the World. Yeah, close out this cycle. This is some sort of cycle with somebody lingering in your energy when you are already moved on and abundant here, or about to be. Stay grounded in your finding out this information. May indicate that, you know, it's going to be something that's going to tick you off. Stay grounded. Don't get off your game here. They'd love for you to be seen in a unfavorable light, and that's not your style. So don't do that. Who is this person? Could be somebody online, actually. Somebody you know online. Three of Swords. Someone here, I read this a couple different ways. Someone here who's intending to break this up and be, some sort of barrier, or this could be romantic, somebody romantic. Maybe they've expressed romantic feelings for you and you didn't feel the same. You thought they were gone. I think they're lingering. Five of Pentacles, because they're in lack and they see your abundance. Use your good intellect here. There's a lot of jealousy. On the floor, Eight of Wands in the reverse. The Six of Swords is out here now. I feel like the actual justice is here that you've done something for them, but they want more. I hear something about they just don't want your petty gesture. And it's not a petty gesture. It's very generous. But they know what more you have. And so they're thinking it's petty. Five of Wands. Yeah, get out of this energy. Get out of this chaotic energy after you do figure out what the dirt is here. It's like, be aware of this and do your due diligence to figure out why this has happened and who this is. Do your due diligence to acknowledge this energy is somehow around you. Just so that you're prepared. It's just a preparing yourself to know the truths here. So that you can combat it. Preparation so you can combat this. So you can outmaneuver this. Death. Transition away from this. Transition away from this chaos. Let's ask again. Who is this person? Who is this person? Two of Cups. They thought you were soulmate energy. They were your soulmate at one time. I don't know why this would go so sour. Soulmate energy. Hermit in the reverse. If they refuse to do the work, if they refuse to be enlightened, if that is what has catapulted you to a lot of abundance, and they're holding back in their toxicity, we do see the devil out here. You were somehow enlightened. In this crossover, they stayed in their toxicity. They are not happy about that. Why do you get the abundance? You came out of thinking about this, being enlightened, and then maybe didn't see them anymore as soulmate energy. They're upset about that. A lot of different scenarios could be possible here. The Moon. It is something you don't see. That's why we start out with the do your due diligence here. Page of Swords. Just know the situation so that you can be prepared. Take a leap. The Fool, as I split the deck. I think you left this person. And when you did, with the Lovers and the Magician following that Fool, and when you did, your energy changed up, your life changed up in such a way that you brought in a lot of wishes to fruition. Yeah, a lot of your wishes. The Star, I'm looking right at it. It's the next card to come out with those three. Yeah, and I'll take this because this makes sense too. Three of Pentacles. Then you started new with this abundance. You started new collaborations, new friendships, new relationships with others. They feel like you've been, you've left them in the past somehow. They think you've done this strategically, but really I feel like you just got honest with yourself, wanted to balance your energy, and they weren't helping out the balance here. They were affecting the balance, but not in a positive way. I see a couple of different ways here where you have been overgiving to them. They think you've been strategic as far as you're leaving them, but really you're just successful. And somehow breaking the energy with them helped you to be even more successful. Yeah, they're watching your glow up for sure. Nines could be significant. You are coming into your own, and whatever you're doing here is a glow up, is very abundant, and they're seeing this, and what they want is for you to be as exhausted as they are. But actually, the cutting of these cords I feel like it propelled you into where you're supposed to be. Like their energy held you back. They're the one who is exhausted because you're not around. But they want it to be the other way. They want you to chase them. And I feel like what you're chasing is dreams. You know, the sky's the limit feeling. And like also a big weight has been lifted. Yeah, it's made you very bold to go after what you want now, this cutting of the cords. This reading is just kind of a warning, I think. Just be aware. Be aware of this energy and be prepared in a variety of ways, I feel. Be prepared for anything. And maybe nothing comes of this, but you're still prepared if it does. Yeah, someone in your past. They don't want you to be doing this well. But it's really been your strength and your truth with yourself that's brought about this opportunity for you to really grow. And the growth has brought about the opportunity for you to really blossom here and have a lot of abundance. Whereas they have a lot of regrets, but they didn't do the work. I'm compelled to add a very important part to this is they didn't do the work. They didn't do the work when you were with them, and they didn't do the work that was required to be enlightened. That's why they sit in their toxicity, which is not your responsibility. Let's grab an oracle here. Libras. I feel like the letter B is pretty significant here, or illusions comes out. Yeah. You might be in some sort of an illusion about them. You're maybe not aware of how dark they can get. Just be prepared about your surroundings. I feel like you're the hard worker here. Competition. Now they're turning it into a competition. Be aware. Real love, patience to wait for it. I feel like this wasn't real love you were in. And we did see that with the soulmate energy. Remember, some of this stuff that may come towards you you don't need to respond to everything, okay? I feel like you don't owe this person anything. You owed yourself the time it took to analyze your life and where you wanted to move forward and how to balance it out. And I don't think you were critical or even really analyzed them. But that's how we start out this reading is something is stained here in your energy. So do your due diligence, do your research so that you know what might be coming at you. Not to say that it will, but that you're always prepared to outmaneuver this. This oracle talks about signs, looking for the signs. Yeah, kind of reevaluate this person and this relationship. And like I said, just so you're aware of how to maneuver. I feel like you maneuver around this person just fine. But it's like a message of don't maneuver around them when it's a knee-jerk reaction or just out of the blue you have to maneuver around them, or you have to just quick think on your feet. Be prepared with some sort of strategy after you kind of look at this. This could be a dragonfly. This is messages, details. Look at the details here. Just be aware of what you're dealing with. There we go. Be aware of what you're dealing with. And again, I get another message here about you being very unique and abundant, and that is the path. So you are on the right path. You are doing the right things to, like abundance is yours, and that is the way it should be. All eyes on you, and that is the way it should be. The glow up that we talked about is the way it should be. A lot of things coming your way, a lot of good light, because it's good karma that has built up here for you. You're protected. A lot of abundance. And you're a hard worker. So you're deserving of what's coming, what's good in your life and abundant, for sure. Just be aware. Be aware. Yeah. Kind of reevaluate the details. That is your message, Libra. I hope it's been helpful. If it has, please do like, share, subscribe, comment. Helps the channel to grow, helps me to reach others who may benefit from this message. If you feel inclined, please do utilize the link below for buying me a coffee. And until next time, let's remember who we are and let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me.